Yeah, right. I got accused of using that DS4 controller thing. Like, why are you using that, man? Like, you have no recoil. I'm like, you realize I'm actually on a fucking mouse.
So obviously there's a lot of confusion of how DS4 is being used to cheat in Warzone and other games. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 things. First, I'm going to go over my latest developments in Gyro and how you can catch a content creator using these tools to cheat in Warzone.
Cheating!
2, I'm going to be giving all content creators the best way to enhance your gameplay utilizing the pulling rate, overclocking, and actual remaps without having any tools to cheat with so that you can keep the competitive edge without being accused of cheating. And finally, I've had a lot of comments on my last video of console players saying that there are so many advantages to being on PC that is just not right. And I want to give you guys all an edge up so that you guys can play at a higher level even with the disadvantages you are given, such as the lack of overclock and FOV. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hit the like button if you do, and let's get into it.
Bro, apparently if you like people are, I don't know if people are doing it, but apparently DS4 Windows, like if your controller has a gyro in it, you can like set it up to where you just lean your controller like all the way down and it takes away like all the recoil in the game. I don't think anybody's actually doing
That's
that.
awkward. Like if I had to play like that.
Well, I agree, Sally. It is awkward. But I found out that you don't have to do it. You do not have to even move your controller to do this. All you need is a second profile. And that second profile is literally set up with the gyro locked in position. So no matter whether you hold your controller up or down, it is locked in that position. Now, the issue with this is that it is undetectable. It is actually undetectable. I have tried many ways to try to figure out if I could smooth this out and make it perfect. And I did. So, what does this mean? Well, that means that every single content creator, whether you like it or not, shouldn't be using DS4 anymore. We shouldn't be using REWAS. We shouldn't be using any type of converter except the ones I'm going to be showing you right now. You guys will see that I have included in this folder a bunch of different things, but the one that I like the best is HID USB, because HID USB is going to overclock your controller and then you can bring it in directly into Warzone with just a USB. That's it. However, if you want to overclock your controller and then remap your buttons, maybe you want jump on R3, who knows? Then I would suggest getting X360, because X360, whether you are wireless or USB, will let you use your controller. And there's no macros and no gyro. So this would be the best for me. I'm going to leave a couple more in a file in a Google Drive that you guys could download. But you guys can even go and test the actual controller to make sure that your sample size is right. So for me, if I go and run this program, which I, again, will have in the description, I just need to move my left stick and it does a sample size of how the delay is for the controller at all times. Because I'm using Bluetooth, it's going to peak here and there. But when you're on actual USB, you will have way less of a ping. So just check the sample size, make sure you're running at the right numbers. If you're not, you did something wrong. I'll leave tutorials as well in the actual description. But on average, you can see I was running around a 0.5 with some jitters at 0.5, but on average, a 1.7 polling rate. That's really good. So that'll be perfect for all you content creators, because these converters do not give you any access to gyro. They do not give you any access to macros, and that's how it's supposed to be. So guys, do me a favor and stop using DS4. Hell, do yourself a favor, because all that's going to happen is you guys get accused of cheating and it's not even needed. So if anyone has been using this, which I did the research now, it has been in DS4 for for almost 2 years, and I am not the first person to talk about it. Apparently, there are Reddit threads that span back almost 2 years ago of people coming up with ideas like this. I'm just the first person to get any publicity from it, because when I found out, I instantly made a video. So now that we have all of the things that we need to stay competitive and continue playing the game without having any content creators, including myself, having an advantage, let's talk about how you can get an advantage if you are on console. Which, by the way, guys, all of this stuff took me so long to figure out. I went through Reddit threads, I went through actual gameplay, testing. It was a lot of hours spent. I almost missed my girlfriend's birthday. So do me a favor, guys. If you're new around here watching for the first time or maybe the second time, subscribe and like the video. It helps a ton when you guys like the video. And comment down below what you guys want to see next, because I have a lot of tips for Warzone that I am planning on making. But let's get into the big tip for you console players. And that is that there is a secret setting that you guys can all get to right inside of Warzone and Modern Warfare. So if you guys go to controller and you guys look at all of the sensitivities, you can see there are very simple ADS sensitivities, horizontal and vertical. These are things that everybody knows, but things you may not know is that check your dead zone. That's where you get stick drift. Make sure that is all tuned up. You may know that already, but just in case, make sure it is set correctly. The next thing though is the big part. Left stick max input dead zone and right stick max input dead zone. If you dial this back so that it is maybe at, let's say, 0.9 on both, or even just on your right stick, I think left stick you should leave alone, but just on your right stick, bring that down. You won't have to pull down as much to get that perfect recoil control, because a lot of people don't realize that, yes, it is affecting your vertical and horizontal sensitivity, but when doing this, you are changing the anti-dead zone, which is something that every content creator does in DS4. So go into this and adjust that, because when you do that, you get a lot better of a reaction time to your recoil. I know it seems like nothing much, but it will make a big difference in your gameplay by tuning that. And then go back into your ADS sensitivities and slowly tune them to fit what you now changed. And listen, don't be like Moo here and be deleting profiles when you're asked, because you and I both know how easy it is to just switch profiles by hitting a button on our controller. Be a real one and use the competitive program that gives you no advantages through cheating. Go and play the game right. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And there's no macros and
Nah, bro,
no gyro.
I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
So
I'm done. I'm just done.